Hello, my name is Amber Gonzalez, and my ReTeach It Project for FAS 370 is on stability and separation, the role of family in immigrant children's success. Immigration involves moving from one country to another, often across legal borders. This process can be done legally or illegally. Today, 25% of the U.S. population belongs to an immigrant family, either as U.S. residents who were born somewhere else or as children of immigrant parents. Immigration is a deeply personal and complex journey that shapes families across generations. To fully understand the immigrant experience, it is essential to understand generational distinctions. First-generation Americans are adults who make the decision to leave their home country and migrate to the U.S. 1.5 generation Americans are children who migrate with their families, typically at a young age. Second-generation Americans are born in the U.S. but have immigrant parents, and third-generation Americans have grandparents who immigrated to the U.S. These categories shape identity, educational opportunity, and social experiences. So why do families immigrate? Families migrate for several reasons. They're often seeking better job opportunities, access to education, and even fleeing safety from violence in their home countries. Immigration brings many families hope for a better future, yet it also presents challenges, especially when policies impact family stability. Immigration policies have evolved significantly over time. In the 1800s, open immigration policies welcomed European settlers. In 1882, the first restrictive policy, the Chinese Exclusion Act, restricted immigration based on nationality. In 1924, the Immigration Act introduced strict quotas banning immigrants, especially from Asia. By the 1940s, the Bracero program allowed Mexican workers and their families temporary work permits. In 1965, the Immigration and Nationality Act eliminated nationality-based restrictions, prioritizing skilled workers and family reunification. These policies set the stage for modern immigration laws, which continue to impact immigrant families today. Differences in attitudes and perspectives toward immigration have led to modern-day policies. In 2002, the Homeland Security Act increased border security, making crossings more dangerous. In 2012, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, provided temporary protection for 1.5 generation immigrants. Under the Trump administration in 2018, the zero tolerance policy classified illegal crossings as federal crimes, leading to family separations. Then, under the Biden administration in 2021, the Interagency Task Force on Reunification of Families aimed to reunite separated children with their parents. While some policies prioritize enforcement, others attempt to repair harm caused by past decisions. The zero tolerance policy resulted in the separation of approximately 2,300 children from their parents. Some of these children were infants and toddlers. The average age of a detained child was just 7 years old, about the age of a second grader. These separations have lasting emotional and psychological effects. Separated children often experience harsh conditions in detention facilities, including crowded warehouse spaces, lack of books, toys, or proper caregiving, older children being forced to change younger children's diapers, limited access to food, water, and sanitation, and there have been over 4,500 sexual abuse complaints in those detention centers. These conditions create a distressing environment that negatively impacts child development. The Supreme Court has acknowledged that separating children from caregivers causes lasting harm to their physical, emotional, and cognitive development. Children who experience separation are at higher risk of PTSD, anxiety, depression, aggression, and suicidal thoughts. Social cognition in children involves theory of mind, emotional processing and understanding, social interaction, and problem solving. Separation disrupts these critical developmental processes. Executive function in adolescence includes memory, impulse control, and decision-making. Trauma impairs these functions, affecting academic and social success. Family separation and immigration-related stressors negatively affect education. It leads to higher absenteeism rates, lower aspirations for higher education, increased suspension rates, acute grief that makes focusing on school difficult. Even when children are reunified with their parents, the trauma often leads to disengagement from school and lower academic performance. Despite these challenges, strong family support can fight against negative outcomes. Parental involvement in children's education is linked to higher academic achievement and performance. Familialism in Latino culture promotes close family ties, improving children's mental health and resilience. Studies have shown that children of immigrant families often have better mental health outcomes than native-born peers due to strong family connections. Many immigrant children succeed despite challenges. Those who remain with family members are more likely to pursue higher education. When separation occurs on the family's terms, such as a parent migrating first, children receive emotional support that fosters academic achievement. Children who have relatives already in the U.S. experience more stability and improve educational outcomes. Family stability plays a crucial role in immigrant children's success. While immigration policies shape their experiences, the strength of family bonds determines resilience. Recognizing the challenges immigrant families face, especially policies that separate children from parents, is essential to fostering a more supportive and equitable society. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something new today.